Episode 38. I'm really itching to make some progress with the sigil seals and everything else, but bit by bit we're getting there, I guess. With this current run, I guess we're kind of a shoo-in for the antechamber if we can get a lever. Because we have the compass, and as long as we can go north and trigger an experiment with 3 more red rooms a couple more times, we can access the shelter and unlock every room, so making our way to the antechamber should be easy enough. As long as we can afford the rooms with gems or something. We got some more gems waiting for us here, so let's go there. Of course, we don't need to reach the antechamber or the room 46 for any reason. What we need is information like this, which we already have. I'll have to pay attention again, of course. Do we need the salt shaker? No, not really. It's just 1 step per food, which is pretty uncommon. And here's the chair that Alzara was telling us about, I guess. I think. This is the chair in the painting, right? Yeah. Yes? Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Why'd you point out this chair, though? Was it just like a poetic, artistic thing or something? Don't know. Well, we're gonna be sitting in that chair someday, getting our portrait painted. Not painted, drawn. Sketched. Whatever. Until then, though, we're still exploring the house. Oh, right. Shit. Well, I wasted a couple of steps just now. It's fine. Hopefully we can get those back. We just want these gems. Come on now, where are the gems? There it is. And now that we're here, I say we go north to get some food from rank 8. Or at least start heading in that direction. The secret passage oh, wait. We get this before the main dish, I didn't realize. This is part of our chef bonus for doing the spread from the patio. And it seems like it does add food in, even if you spawned in the dining room already, which is great. What a spread. Special course, Sloppy Jim. Jim's rejoice. This absolute mess of a sandwich is dripping with melted cheese, and our house-made Sloppy Jim barbecue mixture, served with pickle slices and a gem for extra crunch. Don't eat the gem. Simon, please. All the same, this is making me kinda hungry. We were staring at the barbecue when the episode started, so I'll probably have to eat after this. Hopefully I can end the episode when the day ends. Make those sync up, because you still can't save and quit in this game. Weird design choice. Yeah, just the 5 steps and the 1 gem. We don't have the gem. Sloppy Jim for the gymnasium, I get it. We would have happily made the gymnasium if we could draw a red room, but it's been pretty infrequent so far. I don't think there's anything I want from the secret passage just yet, so we'll save it. I mean, I guess we could spawn a red room, obviously. But those are just gonna spawn in naturally, right? I'm hoping. If the salt shaker added on, like, more steps, depending on how much steps the base item was worth, then I definitely would have gotten it, but it's only like 1 step per item. If it added on 2 steps for this turnip, which is 6 steps, I probably would have gotten it. Oh no. Yeah, we don't have that. We can unlock this if we get 3 more red rooms, and walk all the way back to the computer or get it somewhere else. I guess we don't even have a computer in the house yet, so it's bound to spawn eventually, right? Alright, this is a red room. It also goes vaguely in a direction we like. It's also a purple room, so we get some steps back. Oh wait, we kind of wasted the shelter there though. Whatever. There it is. The Great Hall, huh? I think the boiler room. Oh, it's the pool hall, not the Great Hall. It adds the Great Hall. Anyway, the boiler room goes in both directions, and it also lets us get those other rooms that connect to the boiler room, which are often red rooms. Trigger the boiler first. I think we'll head to the... whatever, whichever direction. Are you active? There you are. Yeah, this is fine. Hopefully a red room connected to this vent. Well, shit. I mean, it's fine, right? We're gonna unlock all the doors anyway. Not like that, though. Not like that. I don't like that one. No, wait, we're protected. So it's perfect to use it right now, on our last usage of the shelter. Excellent. No other items, it seems. So let's head south first. More likely to be unlocked, I guess. Not that we're worried about locks right now. But not too far south because we wanted to trigger the secret passage some other time. Okay, I guess it's not locked. Or it is locked. Not unlocked. This one too. Whatever, we have the keys. Damn. If I didn't draw the aquarium, then this would have been helpful. Or useful to use the thing. We could just make the dark room and ignore it. If we're not going south of the secret passage, but then... if we're ignoring it, maybe we just want something else? It'd be nice if we could get the garage. If we redraw this, we can gamble on another connection. But we have more places to connect to for the Steam, so we don't need it right now. Let's just get... we could go for the music room. At the cost of a few gems. The major key would kind of help us get the secret garden, which is a spread room which helps us eat more food and get more from the dining room. It won't necessarily be the garden though. But we're about to unlock all the doors, right? Pretty soon. I think we just want to add these to the draft pool, and it'll be a good experiment. If we get the locker room, I doubt it, but if we can unlock all the doors in the house with the locker room, then surely the locker doors unlock, right? Those are doors, so... I don't know the exact wording, but it'd be nice. Alright, so not that door over there. We can open those. Oh, and we got the key card. That's great. More gems. Gem, key, and coins. Pretty good. And over here, can we get... wait, hang on. We don't want this to be the garage here because I think what we learned last time was that the garage can connect to the Steam or something, so maybe we want the garage to connect to the weight room if we get the choice. Well, I mean, if it's gonna show up as a garage here, then we can decide then. Yep, there it is. Kind of a shame to do this right now, but why not? This is good. Yeah, we've got more green rooms spawning in, at least maybe a little bit later. So we'll do that. Kind of the least interesting of these three, but I think it's helpful. I'm pretty sure the spread doesn't apply here, right? No gems to find. Yeah. We knew this. I'm pretty sure I knew it, but I confirmed it again, I guess. Ah, we can't see the patio from here. Not that it matters, but... Alright, and continuing with this. We could make the red rooms more likely. The pump room goes in convenient locations, even if we don't need to move the water. Laundering currency is not immediately helpful. Although, wait, is the steam connected? What can we do with the steam? I forgot. It was some funky stuff where we could turn some steps into gems or something like that. Or the other way around. Plus some other stuff like stars into something else. Which isn't helpful right now, but the basic function of the laundry room would let us turn all of these coins into gems or something. I can't forget how useful that is, so... maybe we want to do that. Well, we still have more chances to draw the laundry room. I think right now we guarantee the direction we want from this. We're running out of keys though. And this is probably locked. Yeah. Not the casino. Ah, the locker room. That's what I wanted. The dark room goes in nice directions. We can avoid the dark room by going to the white room. This does uptick our red counter. Okay, we'll do the dark room and maybe get the locker room soon. Should we... We don't have any computers here. As soon as we see one, we'll go for it, I guess. The lab might spawn in if we... Actually, let's look at that photo that I just took from the mailroom. If I interpreted that correctly, then the lab should spawn to the top left of the boiler room. Maybe I had it wrong, but it could be. I might have missed out on my chance to get the garage, though, because it would have been in the bottom left of the boiler room. Okay, there's the lab. The passageway is nice, but we have the entire opposite side of the boiler room to mess around with this, so I think we want the lab for now. Although... we do need one more red room still. No, wait, we don't. We got the aquarium. That was our fourth red room. So yeah, let's trigger this now and unlock every door. Any items? No. Experiment's already running. Just need to backdoor into the shelter as soon as dial-up completes. And there it is. Run the radiation monitor. It's off the charts. The chart is off the charts. It seems like that's a different value, actually. Maybe it's not always going to be 4. It could be like randomized slightly. In any case, all doors unlocked. Hopefully also all locker doors unlocked. Keys are not useless to us. So I guess we can continue this way. Oh no. The lights went out. It's still a problem for us, but we can kind of cheat a little bit. This could be the furnace, so it could be bad. We might want to spend 1 gem on this. I don't know off the top of my head what vent rooms cost 1 gem and what door combination that could be or whatever. But it should be a not bad one if it costs 1 gem, right? It was locker room. Alright, moment of truth. Is it every door? No, it's not. Unbelievable. I mean, I believe it. I'm still kind of peeved, though. Do we have any reason to save these keys for anything else? Keys unlock the boxes, which we have the sledgehammer for. I can't think of anything else they unlock. Other than the locker room doors. So, which one? Do any of these stand out to me? Not really. I could just pick a random one. Last time I did this one, but they could just be like random. With the 2 keys I have, I can knock out this one, this row of lockers. If they do indeed, like, always have the same thing, which this one was nothing last time, I think. And then start working on these other ones as I get more keys. Sure. Under the presumption that maybe these lockers have a set item all the time, we'll use our 2 keys here on the front row. In orange. Funny that spawned in a key. Weird. Alright, I guess we'll start on this next one. These next 3. A note? Alright, this feels like it has to be always here, right? It can't just randomly spawn. Where is the rumored Room 46? Connection to the moon? Possible theorized locations. North of the antechamber. Well, you're correct. Below the fountain, we've been there. Full house of 45 rooms plus... Band room? Band room, what? Boardroom? Huh. What does that have to do with the 45 rooms? Secret door in tomb, leaning towards this. Doesn't exist, red herring. And grotto. This hint is only useful if you don't know about the secret garden entrance into the antechamber, which we already know about, how the moon is relevant to that. I guess this would be useful also for knocking out the crossed items here, if you're trying to make your room to, or make your way to room 46 in your original playthrough or something. So you would know that you don't have to do the full 45 rooms as an unlock condition, and you know it's not below the foundation, so... Well, you have to go below the foundation to get to room 46, so this isn't very helpful. This note's only helpful for like I said, the whole garden thing. Well, funny that note exists in the first place. Probably written by the same guy that, like the guy that was fired, the old groundskeeper. Because we saw his note in his outside room that was also looking for room 46. I guess this is his locker. Maybe all of these lockers, like, correspond to specific people or something. Or not. It doesn't seem very descript, all of them. Maybe some of them. We don't need that, all of them are unlocked. Okay, so what do we want? We could end in the furnace. It would make the red rooms more likely, which isn't great. But we get a key for this, which is useless, except for this exact room we're in. We don't need keys. We can spread coin, and it goes in a direction we want. We're pretty much ending our little run with the steam, right? We don't need to connect any more steam rooms, so we can just make it the office. The red rooms would trigger our experiment more and let us... What does the experiment do again? Was it more gems per experiment? Whatever, I don't need to know right now. It was letters, right? We do want more red rooms, so yeah, we got 4 already. But we could always try to get 4 more, which is going to happen on the opposite end of the boiler room, I'm pretty sure. First of all, do we want to spread coin? Let's try to see if we can trigger the conference room. If that really is, like, likely from here. I wouldn't say... Well, we're gonna do this, definitely. It's gotta be this, right? Yeah. If we get the chance, we take it. This is like a permanent upgrade. Oh, this doesn't matter. All the doors are unlocked. We don't need this strategy. So even though we haven't been to the clock room yet, the clock tower, let's have a look. The dormitory. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting an architecture room or whatever, gain 10 steps. So how does this work out exactly with the mass? Each time you enter the dormitory after drafting one of those rooms. So could you draft 2 bedrooms and then gain 20 steps by entering the dormitory, or do you have to enter it every single time you draft a new room to get the full effect? I don't think that would be the case. It's just useful for steps in general. Here's the classroom. While drafting in the classroom, you may draw new floor plans, 1 time for each of these rooms in your house. Right. I forgot how useful the classroom was. You know, I forgot they had an effect on them, but this is a pretty important thing. Of course, we can just get the classroom by making the schoolhouse on the outside. But if we did the schoolhouse while this was in our draft pool permanently, could we get more chances to get the classroom? Maybe. But I think since this is an old thing, it'd be more exciting to get a new one. Good for unlocking, of course. But we can also unlock by doing experiments, so not the most useful. These aren't the most interesting options to me right now. But this one has dogs in it. So we're getting this. I think. Did I read about the dorm room? These small sleeping quarters, devoid of frills and distractions, are ideal for the student, scholar, or denizen of academia who wish to focus on their studies without interruption. Study and sleep. Rinse and repeat. Yeah. Study and sleep. That's definitely what people in college do. Only those things. Anyway, we're not getting that. Make me a dog. Send me to the doghouse, or whatever. The kennel is permanently in our draft pool. I'm still not entirely sure about how useful it would be to get the classroom. Like, when we could just have the old classroom or whatever. But I guess it's there. And it'll be here if we get the drafting room again. Drafting studio. Alright, back to the boiler room. I don't think we can count on being able to spread. Well, I guess we could try a few more times. Right of the foundation, right of the boiler room. And we can access the lab or access the office terminal from the lab. We're kind of okay on coins, so it'd probably be better to wait if we get the conference room if we think we need like a lot more coins. Because then they'd all be in one place and we don't have to go hunting. I think we start with... Does it matter? We reached the rank 8, so let's go back to the dining room, then start from the foundation. Or the secret passage. Can we turn this into a big money run? Even if it's not big money, we can potentially get decent money. I'm not sure what else we would want from the secret passage, though. You can't do this to me. I want the attic. Damn it. We're actually kind of in trouble with the gem situation. Was there any way for me to get gems? The parlor, obviously. We need to draw that. Okay, we'll just make this security, I guess. Yeah, we gotta get some gems somehow. Crap. We should have laundered for gems. What do we do? How much does this shop cost, the laundry room? Yeah, it was 1 gem, so we're kind of not able to get this anymore unless we get 1 more gem again. Which is already a problem. We're more likely to get the laundry room from the connection to the boiler room, but we don't have any more gems. I maybe should have done that first. This is trouble. There might still be a way to get a gem. Like through one of these random rooms or something. Changing the doors doesn't matter now, they're all unlocked. Items in green rooms? We're kind of running out of green rooms. More red rooms. Bacon and eggs. Weren't there gems in the morning room, I think? If it adds it to the pool, I guess that'd be nice. We also have dice, but I don't know. Sure, the red rooms, I guess. Why not? I'm trying to come up with a reason for why not. Because we can get bacon and eggs, we can get more steps, we can get the room to the pool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the bacon and eggs right now. We don't need items from green rooms, they're not really gonna spawn anymore. Not really. So bacon and eggs it is. Might regret not getting that red room. Oh, and this. This will be good for when we get back to the mail room. Okay. So we're gonna trigger it from the boiler room, but we still need gems. Should we go by the secret passage first? I think we go there when we have more gems, maybe. Only if we can somehow get the laundering room. And make our way back. Flip it over this way. I don't like that. I'm pretty sure it's not a problem, but again. Alright, so what this time? How many of these rooms do we have? We got the pump room. It would only be like one extra door. Oh, and we got the boiler room, so 2. Oh, and security, so 3. Plus this room also, so... No, wait, I guess the door that you come in counts as a door. No, wait, we actually have... No, that is... I guess it would be a total of 5. This would be interesting, but... I think we have to redraw here. The archives would kill us, sort of, if we can't see. It is a red room, but we don't want it. We can't use this, because all the doors are unlocked. It's gotta be the boudoir. This also gives us 1 gem. Oh, but... we're losing our chance to get the laundry room. Shit. Well, crap. I mean, it can still spawn in naturally, the laundry room. What do we do? We could go to the secret passage and force a shop to spawn, which could be the laundry room. Is it wise to keep going in this direction when we don't have that many gems? Probably not. I did it anyway. Left or right? The compass should point us north, so I guess we should have an escape if we draft to the left of the pool hall. Maybe. Okay, make it the pool hall. And this does give us like... oh wait. It might only give us like a key. I don't remember if it's keys or gems or what. Where's the item? Just the coin. We won't open that yet. Oh, is there more? Is it just behind this? Guess we'll try it first. 11. 13 plus 2 is 15. Minus 14 is 1. That's 20, 30, 38. Minus 18 is 12, times 1 is 12. Where's 12? There. Oh, was that wrong? What was this again? 15 minus 14 is 1. So what? 20 plus 10 is 30, 38. Minus 18, oh, it's 38, right. So that would be 10. Nope. I had it wrong again. I'm jumping the gun every time. 38 minus 18 is 20. Oops. Is that? No. I thought this was lit up white for some reason. It was just the way the light hit it. It's just a normal white, not lit up white. 21 minus 1 is 20. Times 5 is 100. Divided by 10 is 10. Useless. Yeah, this room is only useful to us if we don't unlock everything. It seems like it's always keys in this room, so yeah, this was pointing at something else. Oh. Nope, not there. There it is. Another useless key. I guess except for the locker room. Alright. I think we're calling it. We're gonna try to spawn the laundry room through the secret passage. I mean, today's not a terrible day to try to go for full house. It might be hard to do that though. If we had more gems, it would be a perfect opportunity to try it. Oh, well, never mind. There it is. I was talking about going to the secret passage, but by instinct, somehow I walked over in this correct direction. Sure, the laundry room. So yeah, we're no longer making this a big money run or whatever. Remind me what this does? Oh, you can't, because I'm... whatever. I'll just look it up. I already figured it out. So what we want is... coins for gems, right? We don't need coins anymore, and we can get more coins by spreading them. Yeah, do this. Plenty of gems to go around. No items, off we go. And just because I don't think the conference room is going to spawn, like with absolute certainty, we can go ahead and spread. Not that the money is immediately useful, but if we walk by it, jumping through a lot of hoops, as usual. Alright, so exit and go back in. Just as a reference point, how much did that spawn in? 23 coins. A lot of keys somewhere. Where'd I miss all those keys? Like, in the locker room or what? Weird. Not that I need them, but in another run, I'd hate to miss that many keys. Huh. Alright, the metal detector will trigger whenever we find any keys, or rather, it does trigger on keys, but it'll trigger on any coins we come across. Don't want to go hunting for them though, so let's just make our way over to the secret passage. We can maybe gamble on trying to make this a full house run, I guess. Oh, and... huh. How many spread rooms did we make? Wait. We got the office and the locker room, so that was 2 more. Yeah, we started with a patio, so those are the 2 that these came from. The golden sunrise soup we got before, I guess these trigger based off of specific rooms, so this is from the office. Oh, and we also have the morning room, so we get more money. No, wait, we have it in the draft pool. We don't have it created. Whatever. We don't need money. It's fine. And the special course key lime pie. Unlock doors as well as your taste buds with a slice of this classic custard dessert, featuring a tangy lime filling, graham cracker crust, and the real key. A perfect dollop of whipped cream, plus a real, actual key. Plus an additional key if you have a locksmith. Got it. So this comes from the locker room, I guess. And what did we eat already? The one that spawns with the gym? I guess that would have come from the patio. I guess that makes sense. And of course the main course. Gotta eat it from the other side. Plus 10 for the showroom, which we don't have. And like that, we're back to the normal amount of steps that we have, or rather, plus 10 on top of that, when we start a day. So yeah, let's go into the secret passage and try to go straight through. If I made a shop, none of these really go straight through except for the showroom and the gift shop. We can still go for the gift shop, but the only thing we would buy is Swimbird, which we can't afford. Also, the showroom would be hard to afford anything in, so maybe something else? A hall? We could trigger a hall. We could trigger the Great Hall. It's not like the best place to do it, but yeah. Why not? It'll at least guarantee that we go to the other side, which we want. More for the locker room. Yeah, these are already all unlocked. We don't want to spend gems either, even though we have so many. Give us the Great Hall, and whatever goodies are inside. Coins and a key. Dead end. Just goes to the dead end door. I guess I didn't need to check. Coins and the lever. Which, I mean, we're not trying to make our way there, but why not? And that was all. Oh, and that's helpful. That gives us a way back without going all the way around. Not like a long trip, but helpful. Could this be the full house run? Did I just jinx myself? Maybe. The guest room might be like the meta choice here. For the amount of steps, but I don't really need the steps. I think the morning room just because... Well, it helps for tomorrow also, but I wanted to check the date that dear old Herbert died on. November 5th, apparently. Taking a photo. There it is. And trying to reference the calendar that I took a photo of from the drafting studio. Yeah, November 5th is a Thursday. My god. He knew the exact date he would die. What does this mean? I have no idea. Wait, did he die on November 5th? That's just the date of the newspaper. On Wednesday morning. That's when he passed away. Got it. So it would have been November 4th. I'm not sure how that date helps me, but I mean, if 8 dates unlock 8 safes, this seems like one of the dates, right? And still, when he said, get ready for things next Thursday or whatever, that's the day after he died, so I still think he was like preparing for his death on the exact date or something. It's very weird. Oh, the coupon book. I forgot this was an item. 1 key on every purchase. We're not exactly in a great place for buying things right now. I guess it would have saved us 1 coin on the laundry room. Does that apply to the laundry room? I guess it does. Does that apply to the casino? Do you get to spin the casino for free? Probably not. That would be too fun, and this game isn't too fun. I know this by now. Okay. It's fun, but it's not too fun. We're going north now. It'd be rather hard to get the full house, even with the layout that we have, but we can still try for it. At worst, we can just end in a red room or something if we get one. Try to trigger more letters. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. I could have gone through the Great Hall. Damn. So much for that shortcut. Here's some of that money that spread. Somewhere. Right there. Okay. If we had the blessing of the dancer, that would have been great. To actually re-roll on some of these. Oh wait, no, that actually just rotates, but it's still helpful for trying to make a full house. We have 1 dice, but that's it. 1 die, rather. And we have to use it immediately, so much for the compass. Funny that this spawns again, huh? I thought it would be, like, unique. Gotta be the cloister. It's free, but still. Kind of a bad position for it to be in. Would have been nice if we got it, like, right here, or right here, or here. Again, what is this? These are obviously diggable spots, but why is it blocked off? I'll never know. Probably. There's not like a hidden beaver around here, right? Very weird. Alright, this could be the run ender. They could all be the run ender. It's the run ender. So much for all these gems. What a waste. Could I have played differently? I don't know. I tried my best. Oh well. Well, there's one thing we can still do today. Let's just make it this, I guess, to look at things. What are the general prices for these things again? 20 for the moon pendant. Wait, are these different? Different things are available on different days, it seems. I didn't realize. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. That's interesting, but it must be random. The master key opens all normal doors. Normal doors. Well, we have a better key than that in the shelter. The emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gem cost of floor plans. That's nice, if you have the money for it. And the silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. A much better salt shaker. I think this is the only thing that matters right now. We just have to find like 2 more coins. But that's not incredibly useful right now. The items we have in our inventory are pretty trash. They're just like the basic stuff. I mean, any 2 of these would be nice. And if we can make this happen, it would be great. But I'm going to do something else first and just knock out the locker room completely. First we gotta stop by the laundry room. Should we... No, let's spend our keys first before we make the exchange. Wasting a bit of steps here, but we have all of these steps, so it doesn't matter. I guess I didn't get as many letters as I wanted. Alright, just to check if this is like any different. Pretty sure it was nothing last time. I guess I could have saved it for last, but we're gonna open all of them. Yeah, that's the same. Well, well. A safe deposit box key. If we know this spawns here every time, I'll memorize it. Too bad we didn't get the vault this run. I think I might have had the option, but I don't remember. Oh, is that like a copy of the car keys? I guess so. If that always spawns there, that's good to know. So far, these 2 are the most useful. A very useful row, I'll remember it. Couple of gems, sure. Oh, should I have waited to pick these up? I think I... No, wait. No, we want as many coins as we want. Or as we have. As we can get. Alright, now we return. Down, right, right. And here we are. So now, we exchange gems for keys. for 5 coins, which puts us below the amount we want for the moon pendant, but that's fine. We'll probably get at least 2 more coins at some point, right? We can still explore the house if we need to. And, right, it's done. Then back to the locker room. Eventually, making our way over here. And let's unlock everything else. Yeah, having a lot of coins is very useful compared to keys and gems if you get the laundry room. It's kind of like your ace in the hole if you have laundry. An extra delicious apple. The green one. Was that the first time we saw a green apple? Alright, this one's a lot of coins. Nothing quite as useful as those keys that we found, though. This one's a nothing. What? 6 or 0? This is from one of the things from the classroom. In fact, it might have been one we've seen before. I seem to recall the math classroom that taught us the basics of like the addition stuff from the billiards room. I'm gonna take a picture of this anyway, but I mean, obviously this 6 or 0 or 0 or whatever has to do with something. It can't be nothing, right? But why? Does it have to do with the letters on the page? Not that this helps us. Well, I guess that's useful. I mean, it probably is. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Is that true or false? Who cares? I have no idea who Kirk Darren is. I need this as the thumbnail, because this episode is going to be called The Master of Unlocking, because we unlocked every door in the house and all of the locker rooms here. Just gotta remember to make that the actual episode name. Bunch of coins. A gem. Oh, and that's it. I guess the most useful thing here is the deposit key, which was in this locker right here. So if it spawns there every time, which I hope it does, then we can maybe guarantee that we have something to unlock for the vault room if we get the locker room and the vault room and a key and all of that other junk, which is really hard to do. Anyway, let's go to the mail room. We can stop by the showroom later. I want to walk through the house a little bit to find more coins. If we can, it'd be nice. We'll try to knock out as many rooms as we can find. Did we explore this side with the Great Hall? Let me think. I guess it's only a few steps. Luckily we have the metal detector, so it'll ping on anything if it's in the room. Can't go south from here, so back to it. Alright, some coins spawned. Or a key. No coins. Don't know how that appeared. Actually, I guess I must have missed it. Check for coins here. Yep, there's some. And we're back in the mailroom. I think that's probably all the mail, right? We triggered the experiment 4 times. We already had... This one was the latest. That was like the first experiment. Then we triggered 3 more. If we triggered 1 more experiment, we could have, like, verified if we got all of the letters, but we might still be missing some. Anyway, first of all, let's get a good look at this and take a picture. That definitely looks blue to me. But blue isn't like one of the options. So what? What the hell? They're hiding it from us again. We can kind of see it here. I'm just going to take a photo of this. Why are they trying to hide this one so much? The stamp. Which seems to be, now that we can see it a bit better, like a diamond that's blue with a pink background. I don't know. Yeah, we can't see it even if we turn the page. Sorry, Randolph, I'm just looking for the stamps right now. Again, it's the same pink one. They hide it every time. What's wrong with them? Well, here we can see a stamp. In a sec. In a sec, Randolph. Okay, good. Iraja array. So yeah, this is purple, we know. But the thing about this is that it doesn't look completely purple just at a glance, so that's part of the problem with these color things. Etardi Sienna. What does that mean? It looks like it's raining there, so that might be the weather. And yeah, we already know Iraja is a diamond, but we were trying to get the stamps for more hints on these sigil realm things, but none of these really helped us, other than this one, which I'm having trouble deciphering. It's gotta be blue, right? Weird. Let's get a closer look at this one. Is this actually white? I have no clue. I'm sure I had a photo of this close-up already, right? Let me check. Yeah, I did. Okay. Sorry to make you wait, Randolph, but you're not very helpful right now. Simon, let me know if I'm writing to you too much. I've never been too good at gauging where the line of impropriety is, and for all I know, maybe the help I'm offering you with these letters is unwanted. Maybe you are perfectly fine without my help. It's been a bit of a moral quandary for me. As I've written this, as I'm fairly certain your uncle didn't want us to assist you on your quest. Still, if it was that important, I have to believe he'd have the foresight to specifically instruct us not to interfere. Nothing ever deterred him from that level of supervision. In the past, and after working alongside him for over a decade, I like to at least imagine that we were friends and that I knew him well. In conclusion, I think he would have found the level of help I have offered well within the acceptable range. I haven't spoken too much about him since his departure, and I know you didn't know him that well. But as soon as you're ready, I'm going to have plenty of stories to tell. He was a fearless businessman, with the greatest respect for invention. Of all the laboratories I've worked in, I can tell you Mount Holly was a gem, and I'm hoping that we can continue that work, once you've taken up the reins. But I won't get ahead of myself. You still have to find the 46th room. You're behind, Randolph. We already found it. Just show us the stamp, Randolph. Dear Simon, after giving it some thought, I've decided I'm going to continue helping you. I also just had a small chat with the probate lawyer, and he assures me there's nothing in the Baron's instructions that would preclude me from offering you my modest assistance. So let me tell you what I know. About a week before Sinclair died, something rather curious happened. A few lab assistants were called by Mrs. Babbage, the house manager, to remove several floor plans from Sinclair's drafting studio. Typically, all of the unused floor plans are kept there, and I have never heard of them being moved to another location, okay? So something not usually in that room, something that we can't find normally in that room. nor would I presume to guess the reason for such an action. I'm not sure which floor plans were moved or where they were moved to, save one, which I was instructed to remove myself. Assuming it was not moved again after I hit it, you should be able to find it in the observatory, hidden within the lens compartment of the telescope therein. If there was a reason behind the removal of these floor plans from the drafting studio, hopefully this will serve as the first illuminating step toward finding out why. Okay. Randolph, I like you now. This was the first useful piece of information you've really given us, other than your stamps, which I guess I liked already. I kind of hated you for hiding these stamps, but I had no idea there was this hidden thing. Have I been missing it this entire time? The observatory, a hidden compartment in the lens or something. Did we have it this run? We did. We'll make our way over there. We'll go on a little bit extra long this episode. Hey Simon, I'm going to assume at this point you've likely reached the upper ranks of the house and run into our keycard security doors. These are actually a fairly new addition to the house that were designed by Kirk, Darren, and myself, which is a pseudonym, apparently. And were installed after an unfortunate incident 2 years ago, when some of your uncle's correspondence was stolen by a member of the staff, who had somehow managed to reach a room that they should not have been able to find. Yeah, it's all coming together. It's the groundskeeper. He's the one that's been able to reach the secret room, been able to steal certain letters or something, and the same one that left the ransom note. Was that ransom note for us, or was that left for Herbert? Is he the one stalking us in the halls that was warned us by Alzara? Probably. Can't think of anyone else. We're still not 100% sure how we got past the antechamber seals, but it was clear after that episode that not every member of the staff should have unchecked access to the higher ranks of the estate. It's important to note here that in my own experience, I have found every other member of the staff to be extremely trustworthy and unwavering in their loyalty to your uncle. Still, after that incident, we decided to err against our own confidences and opted to install a state-of-the-art security system, issuing key cards to only the most trusted members of the senior staff. If you find the security doors become an annoyance while you are attempting to navigate our house, or the house, you should be able to lower their frequency from the security terminal, and there is even a nifty trick to unlock them by utilizing the utility closet in conjunction with the security settings. Randolph. Okay, Randolph, you're back to your usual bullshit. We know this shit already. It's like the most common thing that we already know. We kind of learned this thing on day 2 after we got the security room, basically. He might be sending more letters. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't trigger it more times. To at least eliminate the possibility that more letters can't spawn here. They could spawn in this cubby and this cubby, I guess. And like, everywhere. I guess we'll have to do more experiments. Alright, so what we're still doing. Exploring around the house for money. Before we end our day. There's some. We'll swing by the commissary. Not buy anything, just to see if anything spawned there. Anything in here? There is. Where? It bipped for a second. Was that a glitch? It's not bipping anymore. I guess there's nothing in here. Oh, it was in here. Just a key. Did I have this? 1 second. Where's that page? Damn. Every time. Nope, it's in the opposite direction. Here we are. Okay, so a pawn for the drawing room. I haven't written that down. I'll just write down drawing R, because there's a studio, don't want to confuse it with that. It's a white one. We have a lot of pawns written down, I don't have a lot of bishops written down. I might have missed some as we walk past them. Alright, there's some coins. And it turns out there were some things here after all. Where? Oh, just this. Oh right, we spread keys throughout the estate through this, I forgot. Yeah, we didn't need any of that stuff. And here. So where's this hidden compartment? After we find those coins. Or key? The key. Like here? Or this? Oh, we can rotate this. Wait. Do we rotate it like this? Or do we on the second floor? Did we ever use that second floor for something? I don't remember. I might have like completely forgot about it or something. I'm sure I was up there before, but well, that's just kind of facing the wrong way. Oh wait, this, yeah. We had to do this at the very beginning. Oh, this is a compartment. I could have done this at any time, but I never realized this was here. The planetarium. If you call it a day in the planetarium, gain 2 stars. That's not completely useful, but it's a new room. Sure. What about the other side, though? No hatch there. Well, thanks, Randolph, I guess. Just gotta reset this, I guess. I feel like my progress has slowed quite a bit in my hunt for the keys. I've avoided the clock tower several times when I could have gone for it. So it's partly my fault, but there's a lot of things that I'm just trying to go for all at once. Oh, wait, that's a problem. Shit. All the way back. Enough to squeeze by. Kinda annoying. We only have to do it one time, though. So was it this way? Yeah. Is that right? I think it was that. All this time. Oh, we have it now. One more. All set. Just making sure. Alright, we're almost done here. Just gonna check a few more rooms. Oh, this way. Either a key or some coins. Right there. And now we just gotta make our way all the way back to the showroom. Not that far. Nearly there. and then around the right. Alright, so first of all, we want the moon pendant. There's no way we can make more money because we can't exchange 4 coins without losing the 65 coins we already have. I guess what we could do... No, we don't want this first of all, actually. Shit, wait. How far is the laundry room? It's only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to go there, 8 to come back. We have to make the decision now. Okay, since I've already been to the laundry room, I'm going to look this up. I need to know how much it costs exactly to do what I'm doing. Laundry room blueprints. Entering the Forbidden Wiki. Only looking at my very basic info. To exchange keys, 4 coins, it actually takes 10 coins. If it took 5, then I could have gotten something worth 60. Unfortunately, I cannot. That's real unfortunate. I could explore around for more coins, but where would they be? I'm pretty sure we grabbed most of them. I don't think we can bet on more coins, even if it's just 5 more. What a shame. If we could have gotten the emerald bracelet and the moon pendant, and maybe gambled on getting the emerald bracelet from the moon pendant. No such luck. We wouldn't have had to pay for gems, or pay gems for the floor plans, which is great. Instead, we might just get the silver spoon. Just 5 coins? Can we get 5 coins anywhere? I'm pretty sure there's no chance, right? We gotta spend 8 steps to get to the laundry room, so it's pretty much over. We'll just take the silver spoon. There's not even a guarantee we're gonna keep the silver spoon. There, I did it. We saved 1 coin. That wouldn't have helped us afford the emerald bracelet, though. Oh wow, this is kind of full up. What happens if we get more items in this? Can we just not hold any more? Weird. So yeah, what we want is to get the silver spoon into tomorrow, with maybe the vault key, I guess. Do we get to choose? I don't think we do. I guess with our remaining steps, we can just look around and see if I could have gotten more coins and then immediately feel regret when I find out that I could have gotten 5 coins from over here. Were there coins here? I guess not. Kind of nowhere, actually. I pretty much explored everywhere, I think. 4 coins, other than the breakfast nook. Again, not that it matters. Oh right, we can check here. Yeah, there would have been 3 coins, and that would have been not enough, technically. With 3 more coins, we would have had a net gain of 5, but that's only because we got 1 coin back from making 2 purchases. The plan that I had was to make 1 purchase and then go exchange, so we wouldn't have had enough. We would have had 1 coin short. Okay, well, good to know that there was no way I could have salvaged it. And they weren't in this room anyway. I don't know where they are. Do your laundry, Simon. For tomorrow. You've been living in a tent for years and years. Well, I guess just about a month right now, day 27. So your clothes are probably all filthy. Do that, and we can call it a new day. Starting now. And what's our rating? The Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center. We've gotten that before. Unfortunately, not the full house. It's kind of hard to do that when you can't re-roll the rooms. Oh well. And as much as I want to see which items carry over into tomorrow, since I can't save and quit, I'm probably going to have to wait until my next recording session to see what spawns in. We'll find out later, but for now, it's time for me to eat. After having all of that food dangled in front of me this episode. Maybe I'll get some kind of sloppy Jim or something from takeout. While I order that, now would be a good time to take a break.